Hello and welcome everybody to another Modern stream. Today we're going to be playing some more lands. Again, the showcase is going to be taking place this weekend. I want to try to tune the deck and try to come with a list that I'm happy with. I have been enjoying the main deck chalices. I have liked having access to some way to interact with the combo decks, and it's also fairly good. Game 1, particularly against decks like Hammer, even though it has proved that it's not that busted, since they have ways around the chalice, so it can be very awkward. Namely Stoneforge Mystic and Ursa Saga. So whenever they have a Saga or a Stoneforge Mystic draw, then the chalices lose a lot of their power. What I'm doing today is I cut one of the flagstones in order to make room for the fourth Ren and 6. That's the only change that I made to the main deck. I realized that I was cutting flagstones fairly often, and this is something that I was already doing in my legacy version of Green White Reclaimer, so maybe it's something that we can afford to do. I'll see how I feel about it, but it's one of those things where, like, this is kind of not a great land. Like, it's better than in previous iterations of decks like this, because redundant flagstones actually represent 5/3 bodies with Titania. So definitely there's some extra value to be gained from having redundant flagstones. But I didn't know what else to cut. The other thing that I was looking at cutting was either the basic mountain or the Triumph. But the Triumph, like, only having 4 fetchable lands, 4 fetchable planes for flagstones, kind of defeats the purpose of playing the four flagstones anyway. So maybe even now that I trimmed one of the flagstones, maybe now I can actually trim one of the planes. That is something that I was also thinking about. And then the mountain is the other option, but I do think that the mountain is important, because we're often just like ghost squatting ourselves on zero amount of the time, and I do like having access to another basic that we can tap for colored mana with a Dryad under a Blood Moon, even if the Blood Moon shows up afterwards. So I do like the basic mountain. I could see these being something else, like this being a basic forest instead or something like that, but I do like having access to 5 basics total. 5 has felt like the sweet spot in terms of amounts of basics. As far as the sideboard, I ended up cutting the Justice Strikes. Those did not seem to make the cut, unfortunately. I'm still in the hunt. Like, I'm kind of caving in and playing 1 copy of Path. This is the worst card in my sideboard. I really want something better than this. I really don't want to play something like Broken Wings. Please help me and find something that is it's gonna be able to kill Murktide Regent and that is not embarrassing. Please do. But for now, I guess that Path to Exile will have to do. And everything else looks the same, except I'm adding another copy of Engineered Explosives. Very good against the Hammer decks, and those decks seem to be very obnoxiously popular. I think it's a fair way to say it. But besides that, the rest of the deck is what I've been working with. I'm fairly happy with the vast majority of my deck choices. And if you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you for round number 1. Alright, welcome to round number 1. Sure. So, turn 1, fetch line, get a red source. Turn 2, Ren. Pacifism. Yeah, I don't think I'm into pacifism. Rogging Triumph. What the hell is Rogging Triumph? Well, my opponent is definitely not playing. They're not playing Blood Moon or anything like that, so I don't need to fetch for basics. in before I get Bloodwind right now, right? Three fairy. I can't play that, unfortunately. Because if I play that, then my opponent just bounces it with the fairy and they time walk me. Here goes nothing. Maybe bolt this in response? No. Okay, so they're just gonna. Oh, I should have played the Saga actually, because now my opponent's getting minus on the token anyway. Yeah, I should have played the Saga to kind of overwhelm their nonsense. Swift response. I don't even know what that does. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that. Also, what the hell? My opponent's playing Twin? Let's go, baby. Dude, my opponent's playing Resto Kiki. That's sick. Alright. We path him my Titania. Okay. Something good, please. Another run. Another run. Hehehe. So I think we... Two, three, four, five. May have Snapcaster. But at least they don't get to bounce the token this time around. Another path. Dantunes 90, thank you for the follow. Pretty funny how we've managed to somehow... Oh, I got scared of Archmage's Charm there for a second. We have managed to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've managed to draw half of our lands, and we've only found one, like, actually relevant. And it's not relevant this matchup. So even if we find like Dryad or anything like that, it just doesn't matter. I think opponent forgot to plus there. I mean, this worked like 2 or 3 times at this point, so let's see if it works again. Now we're gonna have 2 5/3s. It can't be Nassif's deck list because they're playing Restoration Angel, right? So it literally cannot be Nassif's list. Point attacks. If I want to, I can make 20 power by just cracking this blast zone for no value. Do I want to crack this blast zone or do I want to uptick it? I think I want to uptick the blast zone because I'm not presenting lethal anyway. Okay. So play Saga. Attack, attack, attack. My opponent is nostalgic, that's very true. So there goes this. And I think I want to play a Rand mostly as a distraction. Like, I don't really care if this Rand does anything. Just gonna plus on nothing. And if I get to untap, I can make Reclaimer a 3/4 if I want to. Another Resto. So if we untap, we can Blast and blow this up. No Kiki. So I guess my opponent could have like bolts. If they have 2 bolts, I die. If they have 2 bolts, I lose. Let's see what this is. Another Tef. Bounce a token. So that's the easy part. Now we serve. Play Valakut, say go. That probably means that I'm dead. they have Snapcaster Mage or anything like that. I'm just should just be playing this land deck or run a Cascade or something else. I mean, I've been liking this deck. It's been working out for me, Aaron. So I obviously recommend it. I obviously recommend it because it's been good for me. Bojuka Bog, man. So Tracker seems good. Path seems good. I don't think I like the Chalices. I like Needle. I like Soul Guy, but I don't think I like Bojuka Bog. Even though we would have won if we had it there, I don't think I like it anyway. Ren seems fine. Explorer seems fine. Ending is kind of sketch. How does that compare to BTL Skipship in the current meta? I mean, they have nothing to do with them with each other, right? So they don't. They're just very, very different decks. I don't want Soul Guide. Let's do this. Keep this. So I'm probably gonna go fetch for Sacred Foundry, play map. Next turn we can go Ren plus on the land, and then following turn we can crack map, and we can explore into crack map, I guess. We can also explore now. Okay, I regret everything. I'd rather explore now. Play my land tapped. That's also quite interesting. Because this allows me to go Ran into crack. Well, now I'm gonna play Tracker, but Ivan Branda with the tier 1 sub coming back for 2 months. 50% off on subs in Brazil. I'm back to Prime. Let's go. Let's go, Ivan. Thank you so much. Welcome back. I think I'm doing this. Playing Elementals last night, there wasn't a single match I played that I didn't have all 4 endurance for game 2. Yeah, endurance is very good. Revive Picard, thank you for the follow. Happy you're streaming this more today. Here's my current list. Nice chaotics. I'm probably gonna just play this for the remainder of the week. I'm gonna make you get chalices. Just don't get them foil. You'll be fine, Aaron. That's a nice pickup there. So they are playing Counterspell. They just didn't have it at all last game. It's weird. Got this one too. Okay. What a weird ass deck my opponent's playing over there. Start ability non-foil. Nice, nice. I mean, I'm gonna make a token. I'm gonna try to block. Got a path. What's this? 5 mana. Solitude. Sure, man. Whatever. Alright. So... make another token. Just gonna go find another saga with this. I think I want to find... Huh, what do I want to get here? This prevents me from dying. I think I'm just gonna go get this, naming Kiki-Jiki. This is like the coward play. This is the coward play, but I think it's what I have to do. Simek, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. 6 months of continued support. Really appreciate it. Also, I think I just made a mistake. So now I can't crack these clues. I mean, I can, but now my construct's gonna be a 3/3. Another Solitude. Alright. It's like my opponent sideboarded into an entirely different deck. These are some heinous top decks. That was a mistake. Should have cracked. Should have played this first. That sucks. So now my flagstones find nothing, because we just found all of our flagstones targets. God damn it. We do have a Dryad though. What do we got here? 3 blue. Archmage's Charm. So all the cards my opponent didn't show me last game, they actually have them all. Good to know. So they could resto their Solitude here. Prismatic Ending? Okay. I think I'm trading because I'm very interested in cracking that clue, so just gonna get Shadow Spear, play this thing, equip Shadow Spear over here, pass the turn. Maybe I should have cracked Glue instead, because no, but that leaves the construct dead to a bolt, so that's not a good deal. But I could have found a Valakut off the top, right? Funny enough, we can prismatic ending this Solitude. If the Dryad doesn't die, but I think my opponent has a Snapcaster. I've not seen Kiki, but with my opponent showing me double Cascade Bluff, this is basically screaming, I'm trying really, really hard to make my Kiki-Jiki mana function. So I assume that they have Kiki-Jiki. I am very, very certain that they have Kiki-Jiki. Start here. I am very much okay with this. And now the question is, do I want to kill this or do I want to kill this with the prismatic ending? Probably the Solitude. If they have prismatic ending Kiki, we lose. Just double bolt. Yeah, prismatic ending kills the Python Needle, right? That's why I said prismatic ending Kiki and I didn't just say if they have Kiki. Please don't have Archmage's Charm. We naturally drew every single one of our planes and all three of our flagstones. Our draws have been way below average. Way below average. Their last card is Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, we couldn't have won this game with how garbage we've drawn. My opponent's making a mistake here. They should have waited for this to resolve. I think this is gonna fizzle now because I don't control. Yeah. So they should have waited for the Shadow Spear to resolve. They could have also taken the Shadow Spear. My opponent's over there trying to give me a shot, but I'm just dead, right? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can draw exactly Titania. If I draw Titania, well, now I'm dead. It's kind of insane how poorly I drew. Anyway, see you for the next round. Welcome to round number 2. Sure. Please don't tell me we're playing against Jeskai. Jeskai nonsense again. Back-to-back Jeskai gamers. Can you believe this shit? Here's a Dryad. BJ with a bad enchantment list. And it's been doing... I think I want to go square. and doing really well again. I wonder if people realize the control was bad again after the update from Synthesis. Mills has been an issue, but it's just one matchup. I feel like Mill is an issue for like every freaking deck. Every stupid deck just struggles against Mill. If you're not playing aggro, you were just getting clowned by Mill. Still no idea what my opponent's up to, but they don't have counterspell mana, so just doing this to fix my mana real quick. Play my Titania real quick. Get back the Ghost Quarter. Could just present lethal. Time Raveler. You got it. So I'm assuming they're playing Nassif's deck. So trackers are good. Needle is okay. Endurance seems medium, but potentially okay. This kills Omnath. Nassif played, after he won the challenge, he changed the mana base and added Ren and 6 in Omnath. It could be a BTL variant for sure, but like that doesn't really help our Cyber Link. Like the BTL deck is definitely a hole in my Cyber. Not much to do about that. Sure. This looks good. Turn 1 Reclaimer, turn 2 Ren. We have an answer to a Dryad / Ren. Sariel, Archduke of Avernus Prestige. That's a lot of words. Okay. We untapped. We untapped with Reclaimer. I'm still going to Ren here. And then next turn we can explore into activate Reclaimer, and we can find Valakut. And we can start setting up this Dryad. Most important thing here is for us to hit our land drops. And playing Rain on 2 does this the best. Could see this being a Teferi. Pass on Reclaimer. Just gonna go Dryad. Reclaimer. Now if we untap with Reclaimer, oh, okay. That's not what I was expecting. Well... How many bits must I donate to feel any symbols of joy in an ever-darkening world? That's a really deep question. I think the correct answer is 10,000 stabs. I think that's the correct name. Last time I checked, that's what I had. Kill my Dryad. But we untap with Reclaimer. Just do that. That forces them to have another land. X-Bloody, I think you're the Prime sub. Welcome back for the 6 months. One has got a dwarf. Ah. This also counts as your baby shower. You're crazy, Steph. That's hilarious. Thank you for the cheers, Stabs. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Do you feel better in this ever darkening world? Are you feeling a semblance of joy right now? Because I sure am. I am definitely feeling a semblance of joy, I'll tell you. I think I want to kill the Teferi to deny my opponent a draw. Like, that is going to happen either way. So I think that I have to do this. We gotta get that while the getting's good. Well, I can't because my opponent's going to force the issue, and that means that they draw another card. So by doing this right now, I deny them a card draw, so I'm forcing them to have the combo in hand, right? Which it looks like they don't. Did they just shock with that Sacred Foundry? Should have probably bounced the Reclaimer there, actually. Although I guess Reclaimer is easier for them to kill. Only costs 1 mana to kill with Prismatic Ending and stuff. Wow, they just whiffed. Just like that. All the Weefaronis. All the Weefaronis. Well, I mean, we just go for lethal here, I think, right? Yeah, let's just go for lethal. All right, sweet, got him. Round number 3 is here, and this hand is solid. Playing against the entire Wu-Tang clan. It's unfair. Here's a Ren. Like to get my land back, please and thank you. Someone donate 10 bits. I think the hype train will just pop off. Ugh, sadness. Sadness. No hype train. Am I just playing against another Jeskai deck? God damn it, what's going on today? What the hell is going on today? How am I playing against 3 Jeskai decks in a row? Oh, you were late, Aaron. Thank you for the bits, though. Seems like a lopsided matchup. One drummer versus a hip-hop phenomenon. I know. Doesn't seem fair. So we have a Dryad next turn. Explosives on 2. And crack. So this is Nassif's list. This one is actually Nassif's list. Here's the other 90. Thank you, Aaron. Castle seems like a giveaway, right? Well, I mean, the main deck explosives also. But you know, putting on 10 power in a single turn, it's a good line against the Nassif deck, I think. Titania down. Some more where that one came from. Now the question is, do I want to play Dryad and like I don't want to run into Verdict, right? That's the easy part. So I guess this is gonna answer the question for me. Like if my opponent plays a Jace and bounces, I mean they can't, so. There's the iteration. Time Bravo that they can't cast. So here's 5 damage. And now the question is, do I want... I think I want a Dryad. Play Dryad. Play this. 3U. Play this. Tapped. 3U. Like I already have lethal. My opponent needs to wrath this. And if they do, then we can just untap on Titania and we have another immediate board that they can't deal with. There's the Verdict. And I think I'd rather take the 3 damage than the 5-3 next turn, because 2 5-3s I think it's already gonna be enough. I mean, they could find another sweeper here, but like this means that now like Dryad is lethal and any threat is just lethal. Dryad. Easy. So easy. You called it, Aaron. You called it. It's just so easy. You came right on time, Dirk Canterlarden. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody from their stream. Playing some Naya lands out here. Playing against the Nassif deck. I think this is what I want. They actually have a shit ton of permanents. They have like a Baby Theft. They have a Jace's. They also have Shark Typhoon. Should I play Force for Shark Typhoon? No, but I guess I'm gonna play some Explosives instead of Prismatic Ending. Versus a Jace makes the Triumph a hot inclusion. Yeah, Omnath was the reason why I added this card. Jace also works. Being able to kill Jace also kind of works, but the main reason was Omnath. I guess I'm keeping this. I'm not too excited about the Shadow Spear, but the rest of the hand looks pretty fine. I think I'm fetching and shocking for Stomping Ground? Yes, I am. Alpine Moon. Naming Valakut. Sour Gondas. So I guess my opponent could Wrath here. Yeah, Bolt. Okay. That means no Wrath. So my opponent does not get a 2-for-1 there. That's good. Can I see land? Easy. Tracker down, you got me. I think I am equipping and sending. Just puts more pressure. Give me an untapped land. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the Alp. I mean, it's probably fine. My opponent did not see Ursa Saga that game, so maybe they think I'm not playing Saga. They are really far behind, though. They are really, really behind. Wall of Omens. It's good. That's a good top deck for them. Just gonna crack a clue. I get to gain 3 life here. We could not have sacrificed the clue. That would have made a tracker An X3, steel dice to bolt. And if they have land into Wrath, this could be a problem. Maybe I should have moved over the Shadow Spear to the Titania. We have to crack now because Rest in Peace actually stops the die triggers. Doesn't really do anything. Also doesn't really do anything. Also doesn't really do anything. Okay, so we're moving this one over here. And here we go. I have 2 engineered explosives and I have two prismatic endings. So I'm just not gonna do anything here. I'm just gonna chill. Because I can just answer the Alpine Moon or the Rest in Peace and we can get more value out of these cards. I know I have another land drop. I'm holding these because it can give me Valakut triggers after I answer this. Like, this is not doing anything in play. So this protects it from bold, yeah. Sweet. All right, I don't think this is a great matchup, so like being able to beat it feels good. See you for the next round. All right. What does this hand do? Okay. So we get to interact in the early game, and then we have some bangers. I already missed. You have to be kidding me that I'm playing against another. There's no way I'm playing against another. This is not another Jeskai deck, right? It just can't be. Dude. Another control deck, I guess. This is probably the Spike deck. Why no turn 2 Saga? Because it doesn't let me cast Titania on 4. I want to cast Titania on turn 5. That's a Ren. It also just randomly worked out perfectly, because if I had played Saga on turn 2, then I wouldn't be able to Prismatic Ending this, and I would not be getting a token out of the deal. Let's get Sacred Foundry. Now we Prismatic Ending that thing. Player Saga. Say go. So this is probably, I'm imagining it's the Spike Wilderness Reclamation deck. Like making tokens. Well, I like making 5/3 tokens more than I like making 1/1 tokens, you know? Maybe playing the Valakut was bad there. Oh, it's this fucking deck again. Well, we're dead if they have the combo. We can't beat this deck, so just gonna concede. No, we cannot beat this deck. Path to Exile. Explosives. Chalice sucks. Ending sucks. They finally figured Emrakul was better than the dragon. Seems kind of obvious, right? But it took folks long enough. His hand grinds well, but I know if that's what I should be looking for. Some say it was an Emrakul version. Yeah, it's possible. Emrakul's good for sure. So I guess I'm not gonna be cycling this thing. I need to find Valakut here. We can find it off the expedition map. Can we get around about a new historic horizon cards about warping the format to complete a non-magic game? I don't give a fuck. I literally could not care less, dude. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm sorry if you were expecting some high quality ranting, but I do not give a shit. I mean, if we get comboed out, can we actually win here? Imbi for MTG only cards? Yeah, that's never gonna happen. Don't care about his story, but I still like to rag on Wizards every time they do something cringy. Sure. It's just another money grab, right? Like everything that Wizards ever does, it's always a money grab. If you're wondering why would they do something like this, and like it's a money grab. But what if it's a money grab? But how could they? It's a money grab. Well, hello there. I'm not gonna be able to play Titania this turn though. Just gonna go with Valakut. Shoot that. Oh, did it just miss lethal? I may have just missed lethal. Who knows? It's impossible to know. I could have fetch for forest, and explore looking for a land, but if I whiff, I may actually lose. And I think that right now I can't lose. So it's probably better for me to go with the line that can't lose. Did I really enjoy Raid Shadow Legends? I mean, I wouldn't. It's not better than Magic, so like I wouldn't play it unless they were paying me to play it. Like I'm obviously I'm not gonna lie to you. If they hadn't paid me to play it, I wouldn't have. But at the same time, it was a lot more enjoyable than I thought it would be. If that makes sense. Like I was prepared for the deck to be just not a good time, and it was like I didn't suffer through the playthrough. Also, I do enjoy getting paid. That is true. That is indeed true. Well, I'm just making mana here. Yeah, this is just lethal. All right, sweet. Probably none of this matters. I slept like shit yesterday. I woke up like 7 times for whatever reason. And then not only that, but at 8 a.m. on the dot this morning, the freaking just machine just going off. I just like to please give me a break. Yesterday was not a good night. Yesterday was not a good night. How many bits to pick the child's middle name? 3 billion. Let's make that dollars. For $3 billion, I will let you choose my child's middle name. Straight up. Am I pregnant? Yes. I mean, not me, but my wife. Get him with the Python of Scholar. Yeah, probably not doing that. Yeah, do take a check. Only if I can cash it. Maybe Ren is called like that because of the sound that it makes when once it gets going. Ren, 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 Ren. Oh, thank you, Scott. Yeah. We're expecting for December. My Ren. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play Saga. I am going to Python Needle to Fairy Time Raveler. And then I'm gonna play this on Zero on Sego. When is going to fires on all 6 cylinders? Yeah. Oh yes, the classic basic island. Do I care about the token more than I care about putting a Ren in play? Probably not. Oh, they have Prismaric, man. They have that kind of shit, so we're probably just dead here. Delay. I guess that's a tech. $3 billion is a lot, it's only middle name, jeez. It's like the more reasonable? No. She's not more reasonable. My explosives. Okay. I mean, we only have one shot, right? So here goes nothing. Pseudonorb. Play Flagstones. Play Titania. Oh, come on! That's so not fair. We would have been able to beat an Emrakul if Titania had resolved. Thanks to the orb. Please don't have to ferry Time Traveler. Please don't have to ferry. Titania. Wow. Well, cast this one. Hey. Ren has haste, yeah, I know. Good old Ren with haste. Alpine Moon. Sure. Here comes the Protector of Argoth. So, she's back. Bolt? I just have to make sure that I have lethal through Emrakul. So I'm gonna make... Let's make 20 power. Let's make 25. Now we can start cycling. It's interesting, I feel like Obesium is a control deck in this matchup, and I feel like that's not a good assessment. Yes, if they think they're the control deck, they're wrong. They should be, they are the combo deck. They should be trying to combo me up. Like they kept in lightning bolts, delays, prismatic endings. Like they kept all of these cards that don't really do anything. Wear tear, Peeling needle, sure. You got it. Why are we doing this? Well, they have bolt. Is that why? But if their last card is bold, then they can't combo me off, right? So this is just fine. They show me they had the creativity. Should I show him that I had the path? Reveal hand. There we go. No, you were not winning. You were not winning that game because you spent 2 cards to achieve absolutely nothing. So yeah, delay did not look good there. It did not look good at all. See you for the next round. All right, last round. What do we got? What do we got? Yeah, this hand unfortunately doesn't quite do it. This is better. This is the first time I've seen Chalice all league. This is literally the first time I've seen this card in the entire league. That's insane. So I'm gonna keep this. And in the blind on the play, I'm gonna send a Ghost Quarter. Maybe I should have played this tapped. Yep, should have definitely played that tapped. So I'm gonna go Stomping Ground. And I think I am just playing Chalice on one, right? Come on, dude. They have like 8 cards in their deck that do anything whatsoever. Sure. My body is ready to find nothing and roll over and die. Explore. Another Wren. I'm doing this because this is basically a fetch land that doesn't cost me life. Ursa Saga. There's a Chalice in play. Playing map into Chalice, not a great idea. Would not recommend. Yeah, obviously, if I could play this map, it would be in significantly better shape, right? Because I would have gotten what's his name? Ursa Saga finds Sewer and Orb, and I can never lose. There we go. Just gotta dodge one more turn. Well, hello there. That kills quicker. Trying to see if I can set up lethal in a single turn here. I think so. Syrian Blaze. Well, but they don't have a land drop, right? And this just presents lethal. You are right, though. I can just play her next turn. I can just play her next turn once I have the Suran Orb in play. And that just locks it up just the same. Yeah, you're 100% right. You're 100% right. I should not play Titania. And I'm also not making a Saga token here. Saga is strictly a demonic tutor for... Saga is strictly demonic tutor for Suran Orb. That was pretty hot, not gonna lie. Stabs was right. It's such a weird moment for you. It happens every now and then, Stabs. You should be proud. You should be proud. Although I'm not sure if you ever felt pride. Oh, it's your brother? Oh, okay. For sure appreciate the no Ghost Torino. So this gains life, so we'll probably want that. Try this. Ren is not great against burn. But Reclaimers on the draw. It's not the life that I like to live against burn. I could see making this swap just like nice and clean. 4 Reclaimers come in, 4 Rens come out for when I'm on the play. Keep this. Felt plenty of pride. It's just the point in my life where I've achieved what I've wanted to is reasonable to achieve, so it's time to wait out the clock. Oh, that's fair. No, you're fine. You're fine, Reggie. Don't even worry about it. It's a lava spike. Swifty. So I'm probably gonna go Temple Garden here. Brutal. In case they have an answer to enchantment, I'm gonna get Wear Tear, then it's gonna be really, really sad. Could gain 3 life here, forcing my own thing, but probably not worth it. So I have no more zeros, but neither does my opponent. Lock piece number 1. Could play Chalice on 2. If I play Chalice on 2, the game gets really weird. I'm probably just gonna... Let's just create a construct. And I'm just gonna get... Shadow Spear. What can they do against Chalice on 1 and 2? They lock me out with 3 drops. They have Rift Bolt and they have the other 3-drop spell. Searing Blaze. I've seen chat for me. I'm gonna Chalice next turn. If I don't lose this turn, I think the Chalice is gonna bail me out. Unless they have... they could have... Yeah, I guess they could have, what's his name? Skullcrack here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chalice for 2. Here's a Skullcrack. Okay. And now my opponent needs to draw. They have 7 spells that they can draw. Nothing else matters. They Skullcrack, so equipping this turn doesn't do anything. I'd rather make a construct. And I died. What? Well, this wins the game for me. Sweet. Awesome. Thank you, opponent. Why? Why though? Like, what? Blood Moon in Burn. Yeah, that's not a good idea, Chief. That's not a good idea. I really hope they didn't cut Skewer the Critics to make room for that Blood Moon, because yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah, but just be like, it's just such a bad card. Also, I don't know. It's just impossible to justify. If it had been Molten Rain, my opponent would have won that game. Like, it's just a really bad card in such a mono. What was it? Like, Burn is as linear as it gets, right? Like, Burn has no B plan. So having a card that doesn't help your game plan whatsoever and it costs 3 mana is just very bad. But yeah, also this deck does not lose to Blood Moon. I still think that I keep my record of not having lost to Blood Moon just yet. Every time a Blood Moon has been cast, I won the game. I'm not saying that Blood Moon is bad. I'm just saying that this deck, like, Blood Moon is not game over against this deck, and in, like, as I was saying, in a deck like Burn, like, you're just super linear, sorry. Also, shout out to Chalice of the Void giving me that last match just like served on a silver platter right here, like that. Silver platter. Silver platter. Okay, sweet. So that was it for that league. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.